ICW, one night only. And once they're ready to kick off the second half of this monumental event, then with our next contest, and ladies and gentlemen, in this match, it will be last man standing rule.
Get on the apron and hold the rope for greatness, or else I'm going to shove this up your ass. Go. And you can announce me after.
And this is how it exactly should be. Larry Legend holding the ropes for a true ICW icon. The Greek god, your hero, Papadon. I'm Matthew Ryan Shapiro, and I have commandeered the announce position one more time here tonight at the Elks Lodge. As we bury, I'm sorry, I'm getting choked up off of how fun it was to see Trevor Lee get beat up. This is a night that no one will forget here in the Queens Elks Lodge. And right now, Larry Legend being castigated like the stooge he is. And speaking of stooges coming back to the announce position, my best friend, my buddy, Joey Styles. Hey, Joey.
Did you just call me a stooge?
No, I didn't. No, you heard wrong.
You said stooge.
I was talking about my love of Larry, Moe, and Curly.
Greek god, Demetrius Papadon.
Boy, it was nice of management to give us a warning that intermission was ending. Nothing at all. Nothing.
Well, they tried to warn you, but the sound system here is actually run off of Victrola. That's actually the name of the guy, Victrola. That's funny. Thank you. Oh my God. See, that's why we're best friends, Joey.
Yes. You and I are getting along quite well, which is frightening. Big fan of Papadon. This will be the first time I believe I'm calling one of his matches. 231 pounds. From Corinthos, Greece. 17 years of pro, trained by both Homicide, the Doghouse, and Mikey Whipwreck.
And the man he's going up against.
Representing the Squad,
that man right there, Monsta Mack, one half of the Hit Squad. Also trained by those same men from Bed-Stuy, Do or Die, Brooklyn. And Joey, this one's gonna be a good old-fashioned street fight. We're going to see someone get knocked out here tonight. Are you excited? Because I'm a little excited.
Well, I got to tell you, I don't think Papadon wants to brawl with Monsta Mack. I think Papadon, being the athlete he is, wants to break down Monsta Mack. Me personally, I would get down underneath him, take his legs out from under him. Yeah, standing toe-to-toe and exchanging blows with Monsta Mack is not a good idea for anybody.
Shut your fucking mouth.
And while it isn't a good idea, he is a god. He is impenetrable. He is impregnable. He can break people down. He can break souls, make souls. He is a Greek god, and he will be able to do anything he wants to.
Wow, you get a piece of his action too?
I do not speak about my clients publicly.
Uh-huh.
You want to tell the rules to the match? What?
I would love to.
Once again,
All right,
Victrola.
Lawrence, what are the rules in a last man standing match?
Ladies,
Can I hold it in? This is my job.
Go ahead, hold it.
ladies,
Ladies and gentlemen, in this contest, there will be no pinfalls. There will be no countouts. No submissions. The only way to win is if your opponent is knocked out and cannot respond to the referee's count of 10.
Hey,
Very, very, very well done, Lawrence. I am proud of you.
Say it better than you.
How benevolent of Papadon.
see this guy? See, they like the way that I
Good to see that representatives of the Hunger Games are in the building tonight.
do. We really,
Sorry, Steve, these people don't know when to shut up. Now, I want to know, you listen, little girl, sit down. I don't want any Girl Scout cookies. Shut your mouth. Your life is a beard. Sit down.
that was fun.
Listen,
That
I'm
was
going to
fun.
knock on the fourth wall a little, if you know what that means right now.
Wouldn't the building
This
come down?
match is very special, very near and dear to my black heart and his heart, because this match is dedicated to the memory and the legacy of the late Bobby Lombardi. Bobby was the founder and the creator of the LIWF and the Doghouse, where we all came from. If there wasn't a Bobby Lombardi, there'd be no Hit Squad, there'd be no Low Key, there'd be no Papadon, there'd be no Grim Reaper, there'd be no DRS, Danny DeMonto. The list goes on and on. The pattern follows. All the great workers came out of the Doghouse.
Sounds like a great world.
Hey, asshole, I'm being serious. Shut up. If I go there and stick my foot in your mouth. I know you like a cock in your mouth, but I'll take my size 11 and knock those teeth right down your throat. Larry, shut your goddamn mouth.
I am really glad that I'm on retainer tonight. One of those nights.
Now, while all you people are watching wrestling on television and clamoring and salivating for strong style, Monsta Mack and the rest of the Doghouse, including myself, was doing that at the end of the 90s and the early 2000s when we were pioneering and laying the fucking foundation to Northeast independent wrestling. So Steve, Bobby's up on top. You got ringside seats, and he's looking at you, and he's looking at me, and he's smiling, and he's proud of us. And I love you, my brother, and you love me, and we love Bobby. So let's kick the shit out of each other for these people and show them what it's all about.
Now, you were told this was a family-friendly affair.
I was told that this was a family-friendly show. I now know better. Right now, none of that matters because for their trainer, Bobby Lombardi, who founded Doghouse, I guess before it was even called the Doghouse, men like Homicide and the Hit Squad and Papadon all came out of that school.
And the bell ringer being castigated. Now the bell has officially rung.
Your bell ringer is a character here at ICW.
Yes, I know. We should have them flogged and beaten. Once again, I'm not going to talk about eugenics. I'm just going to infer it for that green guy in the crowd.
In all seriousness, this is the last man standing matchup between Papadon and Monsta Mack in the memory of their trainer, Bobby Lombardi, who was passed on. Rules of a last man standing matchup, as we heard from Larry Legend. You may not have heard because the microphone doesn't work. That the idea is to beat down your opponent so we cannot answer a 10 count. And I mean, I know how tough Papadon is, and that he's a Greek god, and the fact of the matter is, from what I know about these two, I think the rules favor Monsta Mack.
While on paper it may seem that way, but Papadon came from the same school. He was put through the same paces. You heard it just a moment ago. Let's not act like Papadon's a chump.
Oh, man, nice high collar. But Papadon's right up from the high collar suplex. Now strikes to the head just being thrown, nothing fancy. Clothesline ducked. Shades of Taz on the T-bone suplex, and now Monsta Mack is up.
This is the fortitude of both men, Joey. These men want to impress their trainer, who's looking high, the highest seat in the crowd, best seat in the audience here tonight, and it's about pride. Both of these men have bled for ICW. They bled for the doghouse, and they're trying to prove once and for all which one's the tougher one.
Oh, what a punch. Monsta Mack is still up even after that kick. That roundhouse brought the big man down.
And usually I'd say go after your opponent here, but Papadon getting probably the only breather he'll get here tonight.
Yeah, 4 count only. Monsta Mack back up. Remember, no pinfalls, no submissions, no countouts, no disqualifications. Last man standing. Your opponent must be beaten and battered and rendered unable to answer a standing 10 count.
And this is a fight that, as you said, time and time again, favors Monsta Mack. But right here, the advantageous position. Who's gotten the only 2 counts so far? Monsta Mack has been on the floor so far for a count of 4 and now a count of 5.
Barely a count of 5, and Papadon is using his entire body as a weapon to try to offset the body weight advantage of Monsta Mack, just launching himself like a projectile. Nice go behind by Papadon. Yeah, nice rotation on that power slam by the big man. He was taught well.
He certainly was, and while I may not be the biggest fan of Monsta Mack and more of a fan of Papadon, I cannot take away the credentials of Monsta Mack. He is an incredible talent. He is a guy that has proven himself as a tag team wrestler more than a singles competitor, so I think that's one of the reasons why Papadon can win here tonight.
It's an excellent point, Shapiro, and it pains me to say that you have no idea, but Monsta Mack trying to use his head, missing the diving headbutt. Not sure it was the smartest move for a big man, to your point, who had already been counted down for a 4 and a 5 count, to go for the top and use his head. He's being outsmarted by Papadon.
Well, of course he is. He's a god. You think that some guy from Bed-Stuy of all places, have you ever been to Bed-Stuy?
No.
The collective IQ is 7.
Wow, that's harsh. I don't know that I'd want to harsh on Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
Oh, the hipsters are moving in there now, so it's more like a 21 IQ, but I digress.
Hipsters are taking over Brooklyn.
I know, and I'm making all the profits.
Nice low clothesline by Papadon.
And that's the 3rd time, Joey, the 3rd time that Monsta Mack has been down to be counted out. That's why I said from the beginning, Papadon is my pick. He's got the agility, he's got the ability, and also he can retain his breath. He's able to have more stamina than Mack. He's got less weight, he's in better shape. Mack, I don't know how much longer Mack has in pro wrestling.
Wait a minute, that's really harsh. Oh my God!
And it's not a knock on Monsta Mack at all, and Papadon proving here that he's got the agility to win this match.
Papadon launching himself again like a missile at Monsta Mack, who was only saved at a 7 count by the floor. Papadon going for it again and gets caught by Monsta Mack.
Once again, Monsta Mack not able to retain the momentum and move forward there, Joey. That's been my point. Oh, Lord.
Look at the power of Steve Monsta Mack. Oh, God!
You know what, Joey? I recant my earlier statement.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
I really can't see from this vantage point. What was Papadon thrown into?
He was thrown into the door of the entranceway.
That's a steel door. That much I can tell you.
That is a door that does not have no give whatsoever.
No, that is a steel fire door. I know, but it's just the door that we came through to get here to the announce position.
The heavy door. And Papadon, he encountered, I believe it's 6. He's at 8. He's up at 8.
He's up.
He's using
Barely up, yeah.
But that's why he's smart, Joey. I don't mean to cut you off, but he's smart. Using the guardrail, having that awareness to know where he is, that presence of mind. That's why he's a god. And Monsta Mack is just a mere mortal.
He didn't mean to cut me off, Shapiro. And well, right now it's Papadon being counted down.
It is now 3 counts to 2.
Ref up to 6.
Now up at 7. And I'll give you this, Joey. He's up at 8.
He's only up because the second rope is holding him up.
Oh, no.
This does not bode well for Papadon.
No, it does not.
What power by Monsta Mack, just deadlifting Papadon from the outside over the top, crashing all the way to the canvas. My first time here in ICW and the last night for ICW, but that ring does not look to have a lot of give, by the way.
It does not. It is like falling on a concrete floor.
That looks like a boxing ring.
It may have that feel, but it is a pro wrestling ring. It's just there's a little less give, a little less padding there.
It's just stiff.
It's like
Jack Sabbath was too cheap to buy a good ring.
Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, I can believe that.
I was trying to paint a prettier picture, Joey.
No, that's fine.
Like our friendship. After this, we're gonna go to Times Square. We're gonna get those portraits together.
Oh man! Nice side kick through the legs, right to the face. This may be all for Monsta Mack.
It might be. And as a side note, he got the rhinoplasty he always wanted.
There's something else, Shapiro.
I know. That's why we're best friends. Complement each other so well.
Between you and Gertner, I may start drinking tonight.
I'll buy you a drink after the show at the bar.
Yeah, I'm sure your money's good.
Unlimited line of credit. I can make you a credit card right now after the show.
Yeah, thank you. 8 count, and Papadon frustrated that he could not put down Monsta Mack with that kick. That first side kick was low, and Papadon unloading with everything he has. No, wait, he's trying to German suplex the big man, the 280-pounder.
Well, when you're a god, you can do anything, but Mack finding a way to break out of it.
Oh! Geez, there's a lesson in physics. Papadon using Monsta Mack's own momentum coming off the ropes.
Didn't get all that shining wizard, Joey, but it might have been enough.
Papadon calls that the Alpha Omega. Of course, the first and final letters of the Greek alphabet from the Greek god. But will that be the Omega for this matchup? Will it be the Omega for Monsta Mack?
Well, I'm hoping so. These fans here tonight are hoping so. Deep down in your heart, you're hoping so.
Well, I'm just calling the match.
It's okay, Joey. We can confide in each other.
I don't have any favorites.
You can confide in me, Joey. It's just us.
9 count only. The referee, Papadon, can't believe it. Monsta Mack back up.
And I'll compliment the fortitude of Monsta Mack being able to stand up and fight. Keep going here when it seems all hope is lost.
Bobby Lombardi taught us how to wrestle. We don't need special effects to look good in the...
No, are you kidding me? Oh my God. I cannot believe that Papadon muscled up the 280-pound Monsta Mack for that pile driver. I mean, the core strength, the leg strength. Papadon may be a god after all.
See, Joey, you're finally coming around to my line of thinking. How is Monsta Mack even able to move? Answer me that, Joey. I don't get it. He should have stayed down. He should just stay down. Should know the fight is lost.
Well, I don't know. These two dedicating the match to Bobby Lombardi.
I don't want to hurt you, brother. Stay down, think about your corner. I don't want to
Papadon and Monsta Mack.
This is Papadon being benevolent. I've never seen this from Papadon before. Oh,
Papadon ran his mouth too long and gave Monsta Mack time to find his bearings. Monsta Conrana. Oh, man! Papadon driven down to the canvas. I'm not sure if he hit head first or shoulder first or both.
either way, he may not have gotten all of it, but it was certainly effective, Joey.
Hey, just because your opponent doesn't land perpendicular to the canvas doesn't mean you didn't get all of it. I would argue it may be worse to land at an awkward angle.
He could pop his shoulder out. He can dislocate something, tear a tendon. He may not be able to pull himself up with the ropes at that point. That might be more effective.
Papadon barely back to his feet at the count of 9. The rope's the only thing holding him up. Monsta Mack looks like he's loading up the cannon to finish off Papadon.
But you can see the glassy eyes of Mack. He might be on cruise control here.
Clothesline duck the other way. Papadon dropped.
This isn't looking good, Joey. This isn't looking good. I had a lot of money riding on this match.
How did you bet on matches that you're calling? Isn't that a little unethical?
What now? I really need the money, Joey. Can you spot me some money?
No.
Please?
No, because Jack Sabbath paid me with a post-dated check. That's a shoot.
You too.
Papadon back up.
Showing why he's a god, Joey, bringing the fight to his opponent. Standing on the mountain.
No, Papadon is not standing. He's on spaghetti legs and just landed on his face.
You know what? I think this is a little presumptuous of Monsta Mack to take off the wrist tape, acting like this match is over.
Well, he took the wrist tape off after the last blow as well. I don't think Papadon's going to make it up this match.
Oh, you're a non-believer, Joey, and non-believers like you are the reason why Papadon just stand up.
Barely standing. The ropes are holding him up, and Monsta Mack's just waiting on him. Oh! Papadon just refusing to stay down like a warrior who wants to be carried out on a shield.
That is the perfect metaphor for this situation, Joey. I could not agree with you more. But there's Papadon again. That determination, that will, that reason to enter, that reason to be, to win this match.
Papadon did everything in his power to try to fight back to his feet. But in the end, Monsta Mack just too big, too strong, too powerful. Damn near decapitating Papadon not once, not twice, but 3 times in the memory of their trainer, Bobby Lombardi.
It was a hard-fought battle, Joey. Both men leaving it all out in the ring for his brother, for basically their father in wrestling, Bobby Lombardi. 2 brothers fighting one last time for the love of their father. That is probably one of the truest things you can see inside a wrestling ring.
A lot of emotion in this matchup. Very emotional situation. You know, I spoke to both Papadon and Monsta Mack in the back. I mean, they felt a real loss. Bobby Lombardi passed away. They really wanted to have this matchup in his memory. A round of applause for Papadon, who refused help and fought back to his feet.
I know most of you don't like him. But right here is the greatest unsung talent on the independents today. And it's a crime that they're not on TV.
And it's always good to see genuine emotion. It's one of the things I love about independent wrestling. You know, it's not all about the money. It's not about being famous. It's a lot of pride and a lot of passion.
This is our art, Joey. Whether people disagree with it or not, this is our art form. And every time these guys come out there, they paint on that canvas and they give it every single ounce of themselves.
You are indeed right, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, squad. Thank you very much. What's up, Mac? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. You guys all right?